Aviva's business in Asia is very simply disruption. Aviva is in a very unique position. We have been in Asia for a very, very long time, so we have an understanding of the market. But relatively to our group globally, Asia is still very, very small. We're big enough to matter, but we are small enough to be able to disrupt in this market. I believe we are one of the only incumbents that can really embrace digital very quickly, very fast. We've got the right capability, we've got the right mindsets. And like I said, we don't have enormous businesses, enormous distribution infrastructure or agent networks that will hold us back. We can literally attack it right up front and disrupt this market on behalf of dissatisfied customers. Fantastic question. Digital is absolutely the key to enable us to be disruptive in this market. Whether we're thinking about distribution and operations, we think about digital as the key towards that. We know our customers' behaviors are changing. They want to speak to us on the phone. We also know that our distributors' behavior are changing. Agents and advisors no longer want endless reams of paper to fill in and spend countless hours with customers working through all this paperwork. They want solutions on an iPad, on the phone, which they can interactively engage with customers, show them in real time what their options are, and have a fantastic conversation around that customer's financial planning, rather than complex products and nuances and coverages. Digital can help both customers and the business, or the way we think about it as customers and operations. From a customer's point of view, all the feedback we're getting, so when we speak to customers, when we look at complaints, when we look at our analytics, when we do customer forums, the message is very simple. Give me what I want, as fast and as simple and as cheap as humanly possible. That's what customers want. And the way to enable that is through digital. Digital forces us as a business to think really simple and clear. Let me give you an example. On the phone, let's pick one of those smartphones nowadays, you basically have about 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters of real estate. That's all you have to explain any type of product or any proposition to a customer. In the old days, when you had endless reams of paper, I mean, it was basically infinite in the canvas that you could sketch on to try and explain to customers. But with screens becoming very, very small, you have to be succinct, you have to be clear, it has to be simple and has to be easy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is our customers on a day-to-day basis nowadays work on their phone, whether it is to transport to work or home, whether it is to buy food, whether it's to do their banking. So customers' behavior have been reset. The way they think about things, the way they procure, the way they consume, it's all changed. So the expectation is that insurance or wealth management or banking all now fit into that new level of expectation. So that's a customer side of it. From an operations side of it, it's quite interesting because I always laugh when we think about customers and our staff as fundamentally different beings. And at the end of the day, they are still human. We don't suddenly metamorphosize when we go into the office every morning. We're still the same humans. We still expect the same things. We still want the same simplicity, the same ease of doing business. So in our operations, there's always this hesitance to say, is digital going to replace jobs? And what does this all mean? But actually what we're finding is that our staff is actually calling out for it. They would much rather be spending their time and effort working on things that have meaning and that add value, things that will help them learn. So from an operations point of view, we're doing a lot of work to take out all the basic paperwork and just copying data from one system into another system, those things that don't add value. And we're trying to help make our people much more efficient in the process.